Something seismic is shifting beneath the surface of British politics, and anyone still clinging to the illusion of stability is deluding themselves. A nation once tethered to the predictable seesaw of red and blue has wrenched itself loose. According to a bombshell new poll from More in Common, Nigel Farage's Reform UK isn't just climbing the charts, it is storming the gates. A projected 180 seats. 80% taken from Labour. Let that sink in. If the numbers hold, Reform UK would be the largest party in Westminster. This is no longer a protest vote, it's an uprising. Labour, the party that only months ago basked in a sense of inevitability, is hemorrhaging support on both flanks. Keir Starmer's coalition is not just fraying, it is collapsing. And the causes are not mysterious. This is what happens when a party substitutes caution for conviction, managerialism for leadership, and focus groups for moral courage. When you drift too far from the people you claim to represent, don't be shocked when they find their voice elsewhere. The projected losses are catastrophic for Labour. 153 seats to Reform, 64 to the Tories, 23 to the SNP, and 5 to independents, many of them anti-war, pro-Gaza candidates who are speaking to communities that feel not only ignored but actively betrayed. A total of 9 senior ministers, including Angela Rayner, Yvette Cooper, and Ed Miliband, would lose their seats to Farage's party. These are not fringe casualties. This is the symbolic decapitation of a cabinet that has failed to inspire belief, let alone loyalty. And yes, Farage remains a polarizing figure. But charisma, coherence, and confrontation count in politics. And right now, he is running rings around a Labour Party still too afraid to offend anyone. The cost of that cowardice is now quantified in this polling data. Hundreds of seats, millions of votes, and the evaporating possibility of forming a government. This is not a celebration of Reform UK. It is a warning to the establishment. Reform's rise is not a glitch. It is the result of decades of betrayal, broken promises, and a political elite that views voter anger as a branding problem rather than a call to action. When working-class communities are abandoned by those who once championed them, they don't disappear, they get angry. And now, they are being courted by a party that, whether you agree with its policies or not, is at least speaking their language. Britain's political map could be redrawn in real time. Wales, Scotland, Yorkshire, once Labour's steel strongholds, are shifting. Some swing to the nationalists, others to Reform. But few are staying loyal. Starmer's Labour is not losing because the country has turned reactionary overnight. It's losing because it stopped listening, stopped representing, and started performing. In an age of political authenticity, it chose robotic discipline. In a moment demanding bold vision, it offered polished platitudes. The Conservatives, meanwhile, are in terminal decline. They are not so much losing votes as disintegrating. Reform is cannibalizing their base, yes, but the Tories have done most of the damage to themselves. From austerity to Partygate, Brexit chaos to economic drift, they have burned through public trust like a bonfire soaked in petrol. Yet what should have been Labour's easiest victory in a generation is becoming a battle for survival. This is why the Farage factor matters. Because it exposes the myth that British politics must remain a duopoly. It challenges the assumption that third parties exist only to supplement, never to lead. If these numbers solidify, if Reform maintains momentum, we are staring at the most disruptive political realignment in over a century. It will not be polite. It will not be orderly. But it may be necessary. This should terrify Labour, but not for the reasons their strategists think. Reform's surge is not just about immigration or culture wars. It's about clarity. Voters are rewarding those who have a defined enemy, a clear message, and a spine. Labour, in trying to offend no one, is failing to excite anyone. That is not moderation. That is paralysis. The left must now decide, does it want power, or does it want comfort? Because the voters have made their move. They are angry, disillusioned, and ready to shatter the status quo. Whether that momentum becomes a movement or burns out depends not on Reform, but on whether anyone in Labour wakes up in time to fight back. Reform UK's rise may prove to be a ceiling, or it may become the floor of something far bigger. What's clear is this: the age of predictable politics in Britain is over. And for once, that might be a good thing.